Okay, so check this out. You understand? Once again, I'm gonna give y'all the pass, man, on this here. I want to just refreshing y'all memory on some things. You feel me? Okay, so listen. Being who I am, knowing the things I know, you can't get in trouble because sometimes you know too much. You understand? Uh, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. You feel me? That's how this works. So, being the El Rukins, a part of the El Rukin regime, man, it was one of the best things that can ever happen in my life, in my brother's life, my sister's life, all of us. We was partying, uh, we was doing our thing, we was chilling out, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no crazy stuff, no none of that. Everybody was able to party. Didn't matter what you was, who you was. It was nothing but respect. You understand? It was so much respect amongst all the other organizations. We took curfew so serious, and that went for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta know how to play our part. These young niggas around here talking about they, one of us and they one of the Black Peace Stones or one of the Black Peace Stone Nations or one of the Black Stone Rangers. No, no. First of all, you're too young. You know what I'm saying? You ain't sat down with who I sat down with. You know what I'm saying? You only know quite a few men. I know all the men. You understand? So it's a blessing for one to even know ourselves. You understand? So coming up about being about this here, man, it's been a great ride. You understand? The El Rukins, man, was about much respect. They was loyal to each other, you know what I'm saying, to one's family and everything. If you can't say that that's your brother, he's not your brother. Each and every last one of us that proclaimed our free national name, which was the Arukans, we knew who our brothers and sisters was. Because nobody claimed to be us, and they wasn't. That there was confusion. And we was going to handle that in the right perspective. You don't claim to be us and you wasn't us. See, this is these new era time niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's on that right now. So I'm gonna leave that where it's at. But just being, knowing who Jeff was, you know what I'm saying? The man of the hour, you know what I'm saying? Kept us in prayer, you know what I'm saying? Kept us in schools. We had to bring report cards out, all type of things. You know what you got going on in school. It wasn't just about your mother taking care of you, your mother and father. Your days spent with us too. You understand? So, we need to know more about you. Where your report card at? Is you going to school? Is you doing this? Is you doing that? You know what I'm saying? That's what it was with us. You understand? Within our nation, we wanted doctors and lawyers and, shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Judges and, you know. So come on, man. You know what I'm saying? The little shit that's going on out here now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be who we are, but ain't none of the older guys teaching them. You ain't throwing none of this literature. Let them learn about who they are. Let them respect themselves. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll know who Chief Malik are. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We going about things the wrong way, player. You know what I'm saying? This ain't how we was taught, man. We wasn't taught to be out here like that. You know what I'm saying? We was taught to uplift our young brothers and our sisters. You know what I'm talking about? Our neighbors and things like that. So the way we can on out here, man, that's some dumb shit. We wasn't like that. I know if it's a BD or SD or GD, whatever it is, that's still our brother. It don't matter. That's our brother. We're gonna find out a way around this, you understand? So we can be able to walk these street people, you know what I'm saying? Go to and from, you know what I'm saying, stores or whatever we need to do without getting into something with these guys. You understand? That's where the respect comes in at, man. See, back then you had men going talking to men. It wasn't all this children shit out here. You know what I'm saying? This young shit. You know what I'm saying? It was men dealing with men situations, men problems. You know, so that's the way it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And the men that taught me is still on the scene. Big shout out to both of the cons. You understand? Shout out to my man Ollie Knuckles. Shout out to Ranger. You understand? Shout out to Floyd. You understand? Shout out to the G Gang. Rest in peace. You understand? Shout out to all of those who I do honor. You understand? Shout out to them brothers. You feel me? These are the brothers that taught me who I am. You know what I'm saying? Showed me the rope. Showed me the way things go. And I'm cold-blooded at this shit right now. You understand? Well respected. I demand mine. You understand? I roll with one of the best. And it is what it is, man. You understand? Ain't nobody sending me no messages or none of that. Don't tell me nothing. Because I don't want to hear it if you ain't talking about my big brother. If it didn't come from him, I don't want to hear it. I don't care who it is. So that's why we got to know, man. You understand? We got to make right decisions. You understand? When it comes down from being a part and parcel of this holy and divine movement. We got to still care like that. We got to still act accordingly. You understand? No matter what we do, man, we shouldn't be the type of brothers out here. We see our brothers falling to the wayside and they claiming to be who? You say you what? Check this out, man. Come here, let me tell you something. Do you know who I am? This is the way this go, man. I don't want to never again. That's how you put them to the side and you let them know. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, it's some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And we don't draw like that. So being that Rookin is the best thing that can happen to me, man. That's why I'm so focused and so sharp right now. You understand? See, one thing about it, you will recognize who we are because we all look the same, we walk alike, we talk alike. Everybody got a swag about them. You'll know that's one of them. That's one of them right there. I'm putting y'all up on some game. That's one of them. Know that. So anyway, I went outside, went downtown. There's a lot going on downtown. I might try to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Because it was off the chain. I went live a couple of times, you understand? It was off the chain. But we're going to get it done, however it go. So just know, I'm standing on business. You feel me? It's Chief Malika Nut, man. You understand? Y'all know how I rock. You understand? It's only one way. You understand? Up or down. You understand? We going up. We ain't going down. You know what I'm saying? We crushing the beast. So with that being said, you understand? Touchdown with y'all later. Just know, y'all know this thing. If you know your 5 principles, you know your keys, your acts, your divine constitution battle laws, you good. You good. Believe that. If you can't say that or recite none of that, don't be out here claiming nothing you can't recite it. Because you run into individuals that take this shit real serious. Ain't no proclaiming to be nothing because you know somebody. And be about it. Then you'll be able to do what I do. I'm Ballman Smalls in the building. I'll touch base with y'all later. 20 on to the multitude, stone love to the rest. Peace out. Now, how in the hell do you get off this joint?